How's everybody doing today? It's been a Monday here. It's not been bad. Had to run some errands. Had to go down and do some plumbing work at my mom's. Gonna have to go back down and do some more here. I don't know when, maybe this coming weekend after Turkey Day. But yeah. Well, I just got done reading some articles, and one of them should just plain piss you off, if you'll pardon my French there, but it does me. But I'm going to start with the other one first. We're out here with Fat Butch. Look at that. Ever seen such a fat cow? Look at there. She is too. And they're in the way, so I can't put feed in their pan. Well, I got most of it in there. But anyway, so here's the thing that ought to, well, no, that ain't the thing that ought to piss you off. Well, here's the thing. State of New Jersey issued some warnings for people to, the citizens of New Jersey to well, there's sassafras. But anyway, the citizens of New Jersey need to be prepared for a nuclear blast. Okay. Here's my problem. This is a state organization, the state of New Jersey. I forget which one it is exactly, but anyway, I think it might be a little irresponsible of them not so much for warning their citizens, but the advice they gave. And I don't know that it even, I don't know. I wonder with the current state of affairs in the world. For one thing, it will occasionally cross my mind that there might be a nuclear attack. It's always a possibility. I mean, considering how irresponsible the Russians tend to be, and not just the Russians, but the Americans can be pretty irresponsible with stuff too, with weapons and different things. I read an article quite a while back, 2-3 years ago, how Russia has lost actual nuclear warheads. Yeah, and we know our own government loses military equipment all the time. Haven't actually read anything about losing nuclear warheads, but still. So, there's all kinds of idiots out there in the world that if they could get their hands on that stuff, they wouldn't be afraid to use it because they're just plain ignorant and they don't care. There's no one farmhand over there killing a pumpkin. And the pig's standing there looking at him. Hey, dude, just throw that over here and I'll eat it. Anyway, so, back to New Jersey. Put this water hose in there. I know these pigs would come and drag it out if I'm not careful. They did last night to me. So anyway, like I said, warning their citizens is one thing. But of course, there's not much they could do, I guess. Not being a nuclear scientist or anything, I can't say for certain. But, their advice is if there is a nuclear blast, you're supposed to go in your house, shut the doors and windows, and take off your clothes and take a shower. Which, it's not bad advice, I guess. Look at there. I don't know what they think they're doing, but they do that all the time. Every pig I got has done it at least once. Mostly it's more. But anyway, I don't know. I know for a fact, and you probably do too, that if there is a nuclear blast, assuming you're not in the blast radius, and I forget how far that is, a mile, 5 miles, I don't know. But y'all know. If you're inside of that, then you're dead. But if you're, then the fallout falls off from there. But, your house isn't going to protect you. I mean, I guess there's a certain level, but we're talking nuclear radiation. And again, I'm not an expert on it, but houses are not airtight. They can't be. They just wouldn't work if they were. I mean, so, but I guess it's better than nothing. What I wonder is if this isn't a distraction from something. What? I don't have a clue. That's obviously above my pay grade. I'm just an old fat pig farmer. But it just, something stinks about that to me. And I may be way off base. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert on anything. I do what I do, and but just, and I'm not scared of, I'm not real worried, let's say, about Russia launching a missile or nuclear attack, because they know that, before the missiles get to us, we'll have missiles on the way to them. So they're dead just like we are. So it's, not advantageous to them. And I'm not sure if China has nuclear weapons or not. But I think, personal opinion here, would love to hear other people's comments, but I think China is looking into a form of colonization. I mean, maybe I'll put my thoughts together on that one of these days. So they don't want to, if they have nuclear weapons, they don't want to go making the land unusable for a number of years. So, uh-oh. Rhonda and the Walker boss are fighting. For some reason, he does not like her. But anyway, I don't think we need to worry about them too much. Now, even that little idiot over there in North Korea, he's ignorant enough to, I'm sure. But I think he's also smart enough to know that he dies too. So, okay. Okay. Sorry for the interruption there. I'm out here in the pig pen. I went to check on our pig we have rehabilitating up there. And she's okay, so. And then we had people driving around out here slow, which is uncommon. Hold on. Okay, so had a couple of distractions there. This car turned around and was driving slow up the road, which is a little odd. I mean, we live on a dirt road. Nobody drives slow hardly. So that makes us suspicious. And then they turned around at our driveway and went to the neighbor's driveway to the south. It's one of the good things about living in a hayfield. You can see your neighbors. At least the neighbor sits on one side of us. But it looked like it was probably somebody they knew. The lady walked out on the porch, and then they all walked in the house. So, yeah. And then Rhonda was trying to get old Sassafras' attention, and I don't know if she's going deaf or what, but she's kind of does her own thing anymore. Just, she walks around like she's lost a lot of time. Shoot, she's at least as old as the number one farmhand. He's 17. But anyway, back to New Jersey and what they did. Like I said, I don't know what's going on with this. All of a sudden, I do know Putin has threatened nuclear weapons. But, to be honest, he's getting old and maybe getting a little senile. So, and you just don't know. But anyway, just, all this stuff that's going on in the world like that, you wonder. I mean, it takes us back, 70 years? In the 50s, back to the, late 40s and 50s, when people were building bomb shelters under their house. Crazy. And, the government's saying, well, if this happens, do this. And, but this article, it was Newsmax. Yeah, to put this out. And, of course, they said basically what I just said, that going into your house isn't going to help a whole lot. I guess it's better than just standing out in the open, but I just don't know. It doesn't seem right to me that our state governments are putting this kind of information out there, you know. And I know it is, I wonder because of things that have happened, you know. I know the Biden administration, and I know Biden is federal, and he's not the one in charge of New Jersey. But they have a habit of seemingly offhand throwing some remark out there, and then when everybody gets all bent out of shape and starts calling and writing letters and stuff, then they got to retract it. You know, they walk it back. So, you know, you wonder, it just, I don't know what to think about what goes on with the governments anymore. I really don't. I just, I don't know. I mean, between the level of corruption and the corruption just covers it all. Okay. You just don't know what to think, but it just, I don't know. It doesn't seem to me like the right thing for a state government to be putting out. But then again, you know, I would probably be one of the first ones complaining if they didn't tell us soon enough. I mean, so take it all for what you will. I know it is within the realm of possibility. I feel, and this is just me, like I said, an old fat pig farmer, I feel that the level of probability is low. So, now, here's where you're probably going to get pissed off. I know it does me. I guess child sexual exploitation runs rampant on Twitter. You know, I guess it's just full of kiddie porn, and the powers that be at Twitter before Musk, and I'll get to him in a minute, couldn't seem to put a stop to it. You know, and that's something I can't stand. The putting kids in sexual positions, you know, situations. Kids need to just be able to be kids, go out and play in a yard and have fun and enjoy life, and not have to worry about this, not have to even think about. I never thought about this stuff as a kid. It happened, you know, it happened. I heard of it, but it didn't happen very often. And, you know, people would take care of that themselves. I know of one situation that got taken care of. Did it solve the problem? I don't think so. Probably not. But is that person within my sphere of community? I don't know. But anyway, we never heard of it happening again. So, you know, I just, yeah. But it's a horrible thing, and it should be stomped out, quite literally, I think. I don't care what two consenting adults do with each other or one consenting adult does by himself. You know, but leave kids out of it. Leave kids out. You can't tell me that a child can actually consent to that stuff. You know, they don't know what's going on, and they don't know the damage that's done. And, you know, if y'all want, I will find. I know somebody that can probably speak to this. And I will reach out to them and see if they'll come on this video and talk about that kind of thing if y'all want. And just I don't think anybody would be. I think everybody understands, but if I get enough of you, I will reach out to some people I know that can talk to you about the lasting ramifications of that kind of stuff. And anyway, I said I'd get to Elon Musk. Now, from what I'm hearing, he is now working to put a stop to it. I hope it's a crusade with him and that he goes at it like he does all of his businesses. Just gets it done. Because that stuff is just beyond unacceptable. So, alright, I'm going to have to stop here for a minute. I got to clear up some space. I really didn't think I was going to go this long, but imagine that, huh? Okay, so that gained me a few minutes here. I'll try to wrap this up. And like I said, I cannot justify that. I can justify somebody stealing. I mean, there are rare instances that I can. Most of the theft that goes on, no, it's unacceptable. And even on the few instances that I could think about it, there's help out there where if they just reach out, people would help them. But, sorry, deer. A couple of deer over there about a quarter mile. I'd show them to you, but this camera's not that good. So anyway, I actually hope that the child exploitation part of this video pissed you off. And in the drag queen story hours and the drag queen family friendly events at schools, that shit's unacceptable as well. If you're a man, you want to dress up like a woman, put on a bunch of garish makeup, hey, go ahead, knock yourself out, have fun, but you don't need to include kids in that. They'll learn about that soon enough. And we all know it's just recruitment, and these kids don't know what's going on, and there's no reason they should know about that kind of stuff. Like I said, you learn about it soon enough. I know that I learned about it, I don't know, I was a little slow in this area, so I didn't learn about it until I was probably 15, 16 years old, maybe. I don't know, but it was around. I mean, it's been around for a long time. Women dressing up like men. I mean, shoot, I grew up watching Klinger on MASH. Of course, supposedly he was just doing it to get out of the military, but still. Anyway, it's been kind of rough around here in ways. I can't say a lot at this point. Everything will come out. I think everything's going to be good in the long run. Last Friday, Rhonda went to one of her aunt's funerals. That was a bad deal. And then, like I said, there's some stuff that we could use some prayers for. And like I said, just pray, and good Lord knows what we need. But it just seems like I don't even know how to describe it. It just seems like more and more people, and it's going to happen. Okay, I understand it's going to happen. Uh, Rhonda's aunt, she was, I don't know, probably in her 80s at least. I mean, it's sad, but, not necessarily unexpected. But that generation is slowly dying off. And me being Gen X, right after the baby boomers, I we've been in decline since then. I don't think us Gen Xers are nearly what the baby boomers were. And most of the other, from the baby boomers on back, there wasn't a big difference in the generations, not like there is now, between the Gen Xers and the millennials and Gen Z or whatever's after them. I don't know. But I think the baby boomers were the last generation of that type for a while. Now, if we're not careful here, it may be coming back around where we all got to be that tough again. I mean, just like I said, things are looking rough. But anyway, it always gets better. I mean, we just got to keep plugging along and doing what we got to do and getting it done. So, here we go. Here's a happy note to finish this with. I'm going to wrap this up. I got about 4 minutes. I can do it. Friday night, number one farmhand had a play. And I will get you post a picture on here of the flyer they put out. Quite possibly the funniest play I've ever been to at a school. And quite possibly the best job by any group of kids. These kids nailed it. I really do wish that we had thought, because Friday was a messed up day for us with me not being well and Rhonda being at a funeral, and but just loved it. Rhonda's supposed to see about if anybody made a DVD of it. I hope so. I wish I could post it here on YouTube and let y'all watch it. It was good. Ethan did a great job. The number one farmhand. He was Doc, and he had two parts that were just great. He played them perfectly. Well, he had one part, two scenes that he played perfectly. He was in quite a few scenes, but these two stood out to me. And just a great job. I was a little worried because, he's a little shy. That's what people think. And, I don't, he's on the autism scale. He's one of the last kids to be diagnosed with Asperger's, which is the high functioning end of autism. He's extremely high functioning. Asperger kids are something special. They have the ability to, if they find something they're interested in, to just dive into it and learn everything there is to know about it. There's a movie out that kind of shows that. It's called The Accountant, I believe, with Ben Affleck. Now, it's not a movie about Asperger's, so to speak, and it is a bit violent, but that's, kind of covers the typical Asperger's kid, with the ability to be extremely brilliant. Excuse me, now I got the hiccups. In whatever they choose to learn. So, like I said, I wish I could share all that with you because y'all would love it. Like I said, I'll post a picture of the little flyer they put out. But anyway, I'm gonna have to wrap this up. I'm about out of time, about out of memory.